At the beginning of the movie, we see the main character sitting in the school bathroom. Veronica Clark, a little nervous, takes a pregnancy test, hoping that she will be lucky and everything will be all right. Suddenly, the school restroom door swings open. Veronica drops the test, and a girl who enters picks it up. She tries to calm the heroine and offers her a ride home. Hearing Veronica's voice, the girl realizes what's in front of her and laughs. Bailey peeks into the booth and asks who the baby is going to be from. Veronica angrily replies that she only played night games with Kevin, then runs to her test. It turns out to be positive. In the toilet, unexpectedly enters Heather, who starts talking about yearbooks with the heroine. Taking advantage of the situation, Bailey discreetly hides the test in her pocket, after which she leaves. Veronica walks out into the hallway and makes a post with a drawing of a heart on the wall. The heroine wants to sit down with Bailey at lunch, but she is called out by her friends. The girls remember that Veronica was once even friends with Bailey. The heroine manages to drag the girl into the back room after lunch. Veronica asks about the test, and Bailey calms her down by telling her that she threw it in the trash outside the gym. The heroine thinks it's highly irresponsible to do such a thing at school. Bailey tries to reassure Veronica about the pregnancy and reminds her that her sister also got pregnant when she was a teenager. The heroine angrily reminds her that they are no longer friends, and the fact that they found out about her situation together doesn't change anything. After her studies, Veronica returns home and searches for clinics to get an abortion. Pretending to write a presentation, the heroine asks one of the clinics if the procedure can be performed before the age of 18 without parental consent. Veronica learns that it is illegal by law in the state of Missouri, as well as a few others. The heroine also hears that it is allowed in Albuquerque and begins planning a trip that should take 14 hours. Veronica gathers up all the money she has saved, puts the necessary items in her backpack, and lies to her mother about staying at Emily's for the weekend. The heroine arrives at her friend's house and learns that the recycling group has found her test. The girls try to figure out who it belongs to and lean toward Patricia. Veronica leaves a message for her boyfriend asking to meet. Upon learning of the pregnancy, Kevin gets down on one knee with a ring in his hands. The boyfriend offers to take a sabbatical from school and raise the baby in their town together. Veronica is amazed that Kevin had time to plan everything so well. The guy admits that about a month ago, he noticed that the defense was unreliable, so he was ready for such news. Veronica asks him to wait until Monday to propose marriage. In the evening, the heroine realizes that her money is not even enough to get to Albuquerque. Desperate, Veronica decides to go to a former friend. Bailey opens the door and, seeing a printed map, agrees to the trip. Veronica promises that they will return already on Sunday night, and no one will know anything. Already at the beginning of the trip, there is a misunderstanding between the girls. The heroine, who likes clear planning, gets angry when Bailey wants to stop at places not marked on her map. Veronica hopes that they have enough money and wants to pawn the ring Kevin gave her. The heroine reveals that a guy has been asking her out for a month and spent one night under her windows. Bailey hints that although in the movies it is romantic, but in life it is more like stalking. Along with the girl, Veronica arrives at a small pawn shop. Having found out how old she is, the salesman refuses to accept the ring. At this moment, Kevin appears in the store with a bouquet of roses. The guy admits that he has been following Veronica and, having learned about her decision, asks to keep the baby. Kevin tries to take the ring, but the salesman threatens him with a gun. Veronica ends up getting $1,300 for her ring. During the next stop, Bailey shops at a gas station, having exceeded the limit due to buying a jacket and other things. The girl also picks up a cocktail with raspberries and cherries, which she and Veronica loved as children. Passing the state border, Bailey and the heroine repeat a funny combination of movements that they once invented. Finally, the girls decide to take a break. Veronica says they only have 4 hours allotted for sleep. Bailey, leafing through the heroine's profile, is angry that her friend has turned into a gray mass, although she used to be interesting and unique. At night, Veronica has a dream about her childhood, where she was inseparable from the girl and engaged in various interesting things with her, so as not to hear the quarrels of her parents. Waking up, the heroine is frightened when she sees a cross above her. Veronica looks at the clock and is horrified. Instead of 4 hours, they slept for 8. The heroine yells that they should already be in Texas and asks Bailey to hurry up. As they travel, the girls socialize more loosely, drinking a cocktail from a gas station, eating peanut paste along the way, and looking at the changing views. As they enter Texas, they go through their motions again. Bailey is humming a song she likes when she suddenly notices a police car behind her. Nervous, she turns off the radio and turns off the main road, saying she wants to get something to eat. At the diner, a group of guys try to meet Veronica, but her friend blows them off. Bailey asks how much money is left for their trip. The heroine admits that she left money for a procedure, but didn't sign up for it because she hung up on her every time. Bailey notices the cops and goes quiet. Veronica doesn't understand why they are loitering around car. The girl admits in a whisper that she took her mother's boyfriend's car from the garage without first asking permission. Bailey resents that the rules of theft are so vague, but the heroine insists that familiarity with the owner of the car does not exempt from responsibility. Veronica sees the cops enter the cafe and asks what they're going to do. The guy who approached to get acquainted saves the day by singing a patriotic song. This gives the girls a chance to escape through the kitchen. Bailey wants to go back to the cops and is angry that she set her friend up again. Veronica asks the girl not to leave her and shows her the evil ballerina she loved to play as a child. Turning around, the heroine sees the guys from the diner in front of her. They agree to give the girls a ride to the fair, where their acquaintance may be able to help them. Sitting in the back of the truck, Veronica has fun and enjoys lively communication. In the evening, the company reaches the site of the races. Matthews, who is to drive the girls to Albuquerque, arrives at the finish line first. However, it turns out that this is only the last name of a girl named Kira. When Bailey sees her, she is literally speechless. Veronica notices this and looks at her slyly. Kira agrees to give the friends a ride to the bus station, as it is on her way there. In the evening, waiting for the girl at the amusement park, Bailey herself signs the heroine up for an 8 a.m. procedure. Veronica cautiously asks her friend if she likes Kira. Bailey confirms it, saying that she is partial to girls. Afterwards, Veronica and her friend go on an amusement ride together. The heroine looks at the bus schedule and realizes that the nearest one will leave in an hour, but will arrive in Albuquerque only by 9 o'clock. Veronica realizes that this option is not suitable for them. Suddenly, a married couple approaches the heroine and suggests they go to Albuquerque together, since they are also headed there. Kira approaches to take her friends to the bus and learns that they decided not to go with her. The girl suggests that Bailey go to the laughing room to say goodbye. In it, Kira is having fun and looks at the girl a lot. When she offers her a kiss, Bailey is embarrassed but happily agrees to it. Sitting in the car, Veronica's friend can't hold back a happy smile. Bailey lies that they are going to Albuquerque to visit her father. The heroine notices that they have turned off the main highway, but the driver assures them that it will be much faster to get there that way. Waking up in the morning, the friends find that they are alone in the car. Veronica assumes that they are almost there, and in front of them is the house of those who gave them a ride. Inside, the heroine is offered breakfast. Bailey goes to the bathroom and realizes that they have ended up in the house of abortion opponents. Veronica also guesses about it. Together with her friend, the heroine grabs the car keys and tries to leave. They are followed by the head of the family on a huge bus. The man tries to make Veronica come to her senses and leave the baby. Bailey yells that it would be better if they went with Kira and were late for the appointment. After a long chase through a field, the girl suggests jumping out of the car in front of a cliff. Veronica agrees to this and escapes from her pursuer on foot. Wandering through the field, the girls see a bus and decide to jump on it. However, this idea fails. Veronica is angry that instead of just going for a procedure at the hospital in her town, she has to drive across the country and get into scary stories. Bailey notices a bus station in a town nearby. However, it turns out to be abandoned in reality. Veronica notices a strange limo rental building. A suspicious man lets the girls in and asks what they need to be in Albuquerque for. After learning the reason, Mitch agrees to help for a fee. The girls enjoy the ride and socializing with each other. Veronica charges her phone and calls her friends. They believe that they have solved the mystery of the test, and Bailey is pregnant. To cover herself, the heroine confirms this by saying that no one is friends with the girl, which is why she sleeps around. Bailey, pretending to be asleep, asks Mitch to stop the limo and leaves. The girl yells at Veronica, believing that her friend is being hypocritical just to maintain the image of a perfect girl. The heroine asks Bailey to come back because she needs someone by her side. The girl gets angry, saying that Veronica doesn't even care about herself. She only wants support. The heroine continues traveling alone in a limousine. While making a drink at a gas station, Veronica learns that another girl bought one before her. The heroine guesses that Bailey has come to Albuquerque. Veronica decides to be late for her clinic appointment and finds a friend trying to patch things up with a father. When the man asks Bailey to leave, the heroine argues with him and tasers him. Running away, Veronica admits that there is only an appointment left at the clinic for 1 p.m., which means that they will not get home in time. Bailey forgives the heroine for lying and for past mistakes. At the clinic, Veronica encounters Kevin and leaves him. The guy threatens to tell everyone about the abortion, but the heroine does not care. After the procedure, Veronica has lunch with a friend and tries to figure out how to return home without money. Mothers help girls with money for a ticket. Veronica's mother says that she cannot understand such a decision, but still loves her. The next day at school, the heroine confesses to her friends that the test belonged to her, after which she goes to the table with Bailey, wanting to continue their friendship. This is the end of the movie. Thank you all for watching this video to the end. Give this video a like. Write in the comments what you think about this movie, and see you in new videos.